dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. I'm Mitchell Grog.
And I'm Callie Rainey, and welcome to another week. It is Monday, October 19th.
Let's check in with meteorologist Chris Johnson for a look at your forecast this morning.
Not too bad out there, just cold. I think the winter coat, maybe some layers will be ideal as you tackle on this Monday morning. But the good news is you can get rid of the coat and maybe some of those extra layers that you wore this morning, this afternoon, because pleasant temperatures do prevail with highs back into the middle 60s.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And I got some even better news for you, Mitchell. A nice little warm up on the way towards the mid to late weeks. So let's get into that forecast right now. It's going to be cold as you step out this morning. We do have a freeze warning in effect until 9 o'clock this morning for all of eastern Kentucky. So just maybe go outside, let your car warm up for about 5-10 minutes, turn the heat on, get some of that frost off your windshield before you head out. And it's pretty cold out there. Temperatures continue to drop this morning. Now we're seeing some low, even mid-30s across the Big Sandy down to the Kentucky River Valley. We take it to the south and west across Cumberland Valley. 31 degrees there in Somerset, 33 in Monticello, 34 from Whitley City up to Williamsburg, even Barberville checking in at 34 degrees. So pretty cold start to our morning, but that's nothing that we haven't had over the past few days because it was a pretty chilly weekend as well. We only had highs reach the mid-50s, and of course those morning lows were in the upper 20s and lower 30s. So that's continuing as we kick off another work week here. Live pinpoint Doppler showing you a clean sweep across all of eastern Kentucky, and it's because of this high pressure sitting just to our east, staying anchored across the Virginias, and that's going to remain across the eastern coast for the next several days, help bring in lots of sunshine, but more importantly, some of those warmer temperatures we're going to see later on this week. Fastcast 4 today will get you out the door. It's going to be a cold morning, upper 30s by 10 a.m., lower 50s by lunchtime, but then the warmer afternoon finally prevails later on today. 65 degrees for the high, along with plenty of sunshine, and that sunshine will continue through mid to late week along with warmer temperatures, and I'm going to talk more about that on your full forecast come up here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. A teacher in trouble, charged with sexually abusing a student. West Virginia State Police now investigating messages sent to the underage teen from John Thomas Kane.
Nathan Takich went to Logan County where he spoke with neighbors who say the news is disturbing.
October has been truly terrifying so far for Tom Quick and many more parents of students in Logan County.
It definitely frightens me.
2 schools threatened in the past 2 weeks. And on Friday, parents say the scares kept coming when a man trusted to teach students was arrested for taking his relationship with a minor too far.
Yeah, it was very surprising to me.
John Thomas Kane, a carpentry and construction teacher at Ralph R. Willis Career and Technical Center, traded his tool belt for handcuffs Friday. West Virginia State Police say they found sexually explicit emails sent from Kane to his student, and both admitted to some kind of sexual contact last year.
It kind of makes you wonder how he got hired in the first place.
After the arrest, the school board released a statement saying, in part, the Logan County Board of Education holds its employees to a high standard and takes any allegations of misconduct seriously. But after all the recent scares in Logan County, Tom Quick says he's down to one solution.
I pray. I know there's a lot of good teachers in the Logan County Board. I know there's a lot of good people there. Hopefully it's just an isolated situation.
A prayer that parents like Quick can get their kids an education without fear.
The Logan County Board of Education reports it has placed Kane on leave for the time being. Troopers say they do not have any evidence that any other minors were involved, but they are not ruling out that possibility just yet. A man who left the Bell County Forestry Camp yesterday was found less than 4 hours later. Officials with the Bell County Forestry Camp say 36-year-old David Philpott went missing around 3 yesterday afternoon. They say he walked away from the minimum security prison. Canine officers with the prison found Philpott on Pine Mountain yesterday evening just before 7. Philpott is serving a 20-year sentence for theft charges in Laurel County, but officials say additional charges will be added to his sentence in connection with this incident.
A golden alert has been issued for a man in Bell County. Deputies say 74-year-old Daniel Risner was last seen walking into a wooded area near his home around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. He is described as 5'11", weighing 175 pounds with gray hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a white and gray t-shirt, brown tennis shoes, and blue jean pants. Deputies say he has Parkinson's disease and dementia, has trouble hearing and speaking loudly. If you have seen Daniel Risner, you are asked to call Bell County Dispatch at 606-337-6174.
Straight ahead on Mountain News this morning, we introduce you to a dog that might have saved somebody's life.
Pleased to get a good win today.
Marvin Lewis and Cincinnati stay undefeated. See how they are able to win in Buffalo. We'll have highlights of the Bills and Bengals.
Another cold start will lead to a warmer and sunny afternoon. I'll have more sunshine to talk about along with a nice warm-up next.
Well, another cold morning. You know, this weekend was a little chilly and it's cold today, but Chris has some good news.
There's some good news in the forecast. Once we get past this cold start, you know, we're going to see things warm up this afternoon. It's going to be relatively pleasant as well, but later on this week, things are really going to warm up for us, and I'm going to get to that forecast right now. Let's talk about this freeze warning we have currently in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. That's for all of eastern Kentucky. Temperature readings currently in the lower 30s, and that's the reason why we're under this freeze warning. Also, the frost likely on your car windows. And as you head out this morning, so I think before you head out this morning, I think you should head out to the car. Let's see if I can get this out and maybe start your car up and let it warm up for about 5 to 10 minutes. And of course, blast that heat because you're definitely going to need it. With those temperature readings in the lower 30s from Danville down to Somerset, London, all checking in at 32 degrees. 32 degrees in Harlan, 34 degrees there in Jackson. So pretty cold start for many across the viewing area, but like I was saying, later on this afternoon, sunshine going to break out. Going to deal with a little bit of patchy fog this morning. May slow your commute, but as that sun begins to rise, it's going to help burn off any fog we do see, and of course help warm us up quite a bit as well, as we'll see mostly sunny skies take over. So if you have any layers on, maybe that winter coat early on this morning, you can shed that later on this afternoon, because overall, a pretty pleasant afternoon shaping up for us. Now, as we do head through the next several days, we're going to see a pretty calm weather week shape up for us. Talking a nice gradual warm up, high pressure going to hang around, keeping any rain chances out of the forecast. Of course, 70s make a return by mid to late week, and we're not going to really talk about any rain chances for the next few days, especially as we head towards late week and then into the weekend. Mostly dry. It's maybe until we head until Sunday, perhaps Sunday afternoon, we could throw some shower chances back into the forecast. Live pinpoint Doppler showing a clean sweep across all of eastern Kentucky, and it's because of this high pressure spinning across the Virginias, and that's going to keep us nice and dry for the next several days, and it's going to kind of hang out across the eastern coast, bringing pleasant weather for a lot of folks across the area. Future view, we start things off at 9 o'clock this morning. Temperature readings cold out there, mid-30s by mid-morning. Lower 50s by lunchtime, eventually warming into the mid-60s later on this afternoon. Like I was saying, that sunshine's going to pop out, really help warm us up quite a bit. Will remain mostly clear through tonight and into the first part of your Tuesday. So another cold start with those temperature readings in the upper 30s for many across eastern Kentucky, but back into the upper 60s and lower 70s for highs through Tuesday afternoon. And then once again, another cool start as we'll see temperatures drop back into the 40s. So a little bit milder for those overnight lows, but still chilly out there, making for those cool starts. But I'll tell you what, temperature is going to continue to rebound through the afternoon hours as we head towards mid to late week. Readings, yes, in the mid 70s. Wednesday into Thursday, Friday, plenty of sunshine to go along with those warmer temperatures. And for the weekend, overall pretty nice. We'll see lower 70s by Saturday, upper 60s by Sunday, maybe a few chances for some showers across eastern Kentucky. But all in all, pretty nice 7-day forecast shaping up for us. Let's take you over to our refrigerator art this morning, see what we have behind the magnets. Look for showcasing all the wonderful artwork across eastern Kentucky. This is a nice photo from Kylie over at Middlesboro Elementary, and there are lots of pumpkins there and lots of ghosts, so a pretty spooky photo that she drew up for us there. So we appreciate the fridge art, and of course it is that time of the year. So
yeah. Absolutely, and it will continue all month long. Loving the Halloween refrigerator art.
Got a whole bunch of it, so we'll continue to showcase it all.
All right, let's get to today's Facebook fan of the day.
Our handpicked fan this morning is Brandon Stacy from Mousy. Congrats, Brandon.
You can register to become our Facebook fan of the day by visiting the WYMT Facebook page and then clicking on the fan of the day link at the top of the page. You can also find more info there on some of the perks of signing up.
This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Good morning to you. 4 former basketball Cats, including Sacramento King DeMarcus Cousins and New Orleans Pelican Anthony Davis, back on the Rupp Arena floor Saturday night. Both scored 19 points in the exhibition game. The Kings, though, win the basketball game. Big Blue Nation, well, it wins the most passionate award, a packed house at Rupp for NBA preseason. Fans got to see plenty of Davis. He plays 29 minutes of basketball, crams a couple home, and then says he isn't surprised that so many came out to see their boys play.
Yeah, for sure. And I told him that. I said, we can be playing Pennsylvania or whoever, some 2-year-olds. I mean, they're going to sell out every time. I mean, that's all they have here is Kentucky basketball. So they definitely enjoy it. And anytime they get a chance to watch, Kentucky alum or the current Kentucky team play, and they're definitely gonna come out.
Head coach Kelly Wells and the U-Pike Bears ready to make another run. They have won 59 games in the past 2 seasons. One of the guys returning this year is KK Simmons. This is his second and final go at it at U-Pike. He's happy with the run his team made last year, advancing to the NAIA National Tournament quarterfinals, and he's pumped about what the Bears will have to show this season.
Oh, most definitely. Coming in, we was very confident in what we had coming back. All the guys that's coming back were especially guys last year who contributed a lot to the team. We know how to work. We know what to expect. We know what coach expects. So along with the good new guys we got, we can also help them a lot and, get them on board and just keep everything in the flow.
John Hines in #1 ranked Pulaski County hosts 3rd ranked Southwestern this Friday night. No question this has been the most anticipated game we have had this season in our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week coverage. A crosstown rivalry in Class 5A District 7. I talked to Coach John Hines earlier yesterday.
Well, around here, Jamie, it's always the game of the year. Regardless of any other games you play or who you play or what the stakes are. When Pulaski and Southwestern get together, it's kind of like Auburn and Alabama, if you will. It's an inter-county war, and it happens only once a year.
As for Larry French's team, already part of our Game of the Week coverage this season, just like the Maroons, the Warriors are 7-1. They've won 6 in a row after losing to Bourbon County back in August. Coach French, he's fired up for the game.
Well, really and truly, that doesn't really matter because we're going to play the game between the white lines, and if we're looking at the cameras, we're going to get our tails beat. So we just got to go in there and focus on what, Pulaski County does offensively, defensively, in the kicking game, and just, we just got to play football. And, if we don't execute our offense and defense, then, they're going to win the football game. But if we can, execute, then we've got a shot at winning, and it should be a good football game.
Live coverage of the game on this TV and WYMT.com this coming Friday night. 7:30 kickoff at Pulaski County. The Maroons have been the top-ranked team all year long in the Mountain Top 10. Southwestern currently #3. The Warriors won the regular season game between these two last year at the reservation. Of course, no Riley Hall, starting quarterback for Pulaski in that game. But then they lost to the Maroons 4 weeks later in the playoffs. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get out there, and we'll have it live again on this TV and WYMT.com. Now to the pros. The Cincinnati Bengals will have a bye week this week before traveling to Pittsburgh next Sunday. Yesterday, they were in Buffalo. Bills quarterback Tyrod Taylor out with a leg injury. So they start E.J. Mango. And in the first quarter, E.J. making it look easy. 11-play, 81-yard opening drive, 7-0 Bills. Still first quarter, Andy Dalton. He screens it out to Jeremy Hill, breaks a tackle, and then, woo! From 13 yards out, take another look at that. Hill just goes airborne. 7-7 game. Second quarter, Bengals have another guy who can run the football too, Giovanni Bernard, untouched. No somersaults for him. Bernard and Hill combined for 106 yards on the ground. Let's go back to the circus in the third quarter and back to the air. Marvin Jones. Insert Jay Billis voice here. He uses wingspan. How about that? 10-yard touchdown, 24-14 Bengals. And then later, Tyler Eifert says, give me that. Just snatches it out of the air. 14 touchdown passes on the year for Andy Dalton, second most through 6 games of a season by a Bengals quarterback. Boomer Esiason had 15 in 1988. Cincinnati stays undefeated, 34-21.
It was good, to go get the ball in the third quarter and drive down and kind of put the 7 points back on after they had got the 7 points at the end of the second. So kind of answer there and, come out of that locker room. And, we did a great job, I think, really literally in the second half of the game offensively. I think we scored on every drive. So, until the end there.
That's Final Look at Sports this morning. Enjoy your morning.
Tech companies are the most desirable employers, according to One Career website, and we'll tell you how to get a free cup of coffee every week until the end of the year.
CBS's Hannah Daniels has more in our Money Watch report.
On Wall Street on Friday, the Dow climbed 74 points, the NASDAQ rose 16. Tech companies are the most desirable places to work. That's according to LinkedIn's 2015 Most in Demand Employers list. Google, Apple, and Facebook round out the top 3. The social media site measured member interactions with employers' company pages, profiles, and job postings. Generous parental leave and, quote, cool offices are a few of the reasons the companies are sought after. While Christmas is still months away, Christmas presents may be heading your way much sooner. It's a race for time for many retailers. Some companies like Walmart, Macy's, and Target have even built new warehouses to keep up with demand and shipments. Online retailer Amazon is using robots to pull items in its warehouses, cutting time to process an order from hours to just minutes. Want a free cup of Joe? Cosi is introducing its new specialty coffee through their Wake Up Wednesday campaign. Customers will be able to get free coffee every Wednesday until the end of the year. For every cup purchased, 10 cents will be donated back to a local food bank. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Hannah Daniels.
It is a cold start across eastern Kentucky this morning. Let's take over to our temperature map now and show you some of the readings we're seeing across central and eastern parts of the state. 32 degrees in Danville down to Somerset, even over in London right now. We did have a report come in from Paintsville, Clark, saying it was in the lower 30s there. So pretty chilly start, upper 20s. So even colder start there. It was lower 30s in Wolfe County. So we're seeing very cold readings across eastern Kentucky. And I think as you head out the door this morning, 1, you're going to need to let that car warm up, and 2, layers and perhaps that winter coat will definitely come in handy as you tackle on your Monday morning commute. Now, looking at the 12-hour planner, temperature is going to be pretty cold through the morning hours, chilly by lunchtime, but we finally warm up into the mid-60s later on this afternoon, leading to a warmer but more comfortable afternoon, and that'll be about 10 degrees warmer than where we were as we made our way through the weekend. Highs Saturday and Sunday topped out around 54, 55 degrees. So it was a chilly weekend, but the 7-day forecast looking really nice. We're back into the low, even mid-70s by mid to late week. Sunshine continues, and we're not talking any rain chances until at least Sunday, perhaps Sunday afternoon, and only a 30% chance for a few showers with highs in the upper 60s. So get a check of the lottery numbers this morning. Don't forget tomorrow night's Mega Millions jackpot is $93 million, and Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $90 million. The time now is 6:25. You're watching Mountain News This Morning right here on WYMT.
Minnesota woman is now cancer-free, and she says her dog is to thank for helping her find the tumor in time.
Dee Dee Stephen has the story.
Most dog owners will tell you their dog can do some impressive tricks. But Tara Leonard's dog,
good girl,
she might just have saved Tara's life.
I was laying in bed studying for a test when Willow jumped up on the bed, put her nose to my left side. Told her to get down. I was busy studying.
But the Golden Retriever St. Bernard mix was persistent and jumped back up. Tara noticed this was strange behavior for her usually well-behaved dog.
She got down on the floor, was sneezing and doing whatever she could, just being weird. Jumped back up on the bed, pushed on it again, and this time it was wet, slimy, and gross, and I went to go wipe it off, and that's when I felt the lump.
She went to see a doctor right away, had a mammogram and biopsy, then the diagnosis. Invasive ductal carcinoma, breast cancer. Tara had just turned 40 and had a semester left of school. She wasn't planning on getting her first mammogram until about March.
Yeah, the doctor said that we caught it in time. I had no node involvement, but they said it would have only been a matter of time before it spread to the nodes.
So did Willow really detect the tumor? As a vet tech, Tara believes it's absolutely possible. There's research being done to back that up. According to the Institute Foundation, dogs have evolved to detect changes in humans. Since humans provide food, water, and shelter for them, dogs will notice if something could threaten that. Come here. Whether you think Willow actually detected Tara's cancer, or you just think it's a great coincidence. The best part of this story is Tara is now cancer-free, with a whole new attitude on life and a companion she'll forever be grateful for.
You just gotta give her that extra hug, that extra kiss, and realize that she's there for a reason.
In Rochester, Dee Dee Stephen, KIMT News 3.